but we're gonna do it. So, good morning, my friends. Let's do a total body release. Very gentle practice today. We'll start nice and slow. We will do a couple slow sun salutations, but most of our work is going to be on the mat today. So find a comfortable seat, whether that's crisscross, whether that's legs out long, whether you are just scrolling as you are sitting on the couch or at work and you want to start seated in a chair, that's cool too. All right, sit up nice and tall. Maybe close the eyes or find a hazy gaze. Let's just scan the body. Notice where you're feeling tight. Paying attention to the shoulders, the neck. Paying attention to the spine all the way down to the lower back, the hips, the thighs, your knees, calves, even your feet. Just noticing where you need to be a little more mindful today with your breath. Where do you need to send your attention to help those sore areas feel a little bit better, to find a little more recovery? Let's take a full deep inhale in through your nose. Let it out of the mouth. Full deep inhale in through the nose. Pause at the top. Out through the mouth. One more time, just like that. Inhale. Pause. This time though, can you take in one more sip? Filling all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Just noticing how you feel after 3 intentional breaths, drawing your attention inward. Slowing down the mind. Good. Let's reach our arms up to the sky. Stretch nice and tall. Reach those fingertips as high to the sky as you can. And then cactus those arms. Elbows go nice and wide. Let's do that again. Reach tall, find some length, and cactus. Let's add some breath to movement here. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, cactus. Now you're gonna take your right elbow underneath your left elbow. Maybe you just do a bear hug and lift those elbows to the sky. If you need a little more and you feel okay here, maybe you find eagle arms, so right wrist can grab left. You continue to lift those elbows up and slide those shoulders down. Finding this area in the shoulders that just needs to be released. Take a full deep inhale in. Full deep exhale out. And if that is too much, come back to that bear hug. Elbows stay lifted, but shoulders drop away from those ears. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing here. One more breath. Take a full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Release that. Roll those shoulders back. Just notice the space you've created. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Pat yourself on the back. Feel this opening through the back side of the arm. Option to give that a little assist, pulling that elbow back. Still continuing to sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. And then go ahead and release that. Cross that arm in front of the body. Hugging that bicep in toward the center of your chest, toward your sternum. Maybe taking the opportunity to multitask here, roll out that wrist, kind of do some spirit fingers. I've got some cracking in my wrist, a little crepitus. Good, release that. Go ahead and cactus those arms again. This time we're gonna round out, hug elbows in together. I'll turn so you can see. So we open up cactus, not a big arch, just bring those elbows in line with the shoulders and then round out, hug it in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, this time left elbow underneath the right. So we're gonna do that bear hug again, those elbows hugging up higher, sliding those shoulders down. If you feel okay there, maybe you find this bind of left hand wrapping around right wrist. If that's not accessible, you could even take pinky and thumb together to still get this action. But we really want to focus on that lift, but then that shoulder drop. Take a full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Send your breath to those tight areas. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Slowly unwind. Roll those shoulders back. Roll those shoulders forward. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Pat yourself on the back. Optional assist here. Try not to drop the head forward. Keep the head nice and lifted. Breathe. Slowly unwind from that. Cross the arm in front of the body. Maybe work through those wrists. Release that. Allow yourself to find one more reach up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right hand drops, left arm reaches. If you are still even just in a chair, you can still work this, reaching that right hand down towards the floor. Left arm finds length from the fingertips all the way down to that left hip. Not a lazy arm, and we're pressing that left hip back into the earth, not lifting up. Feel this space being created through your side ribs. Come back to center, reach tall. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches. Find that length, find that opening. You'll see some people lift their gaze up to the sky. Listen to your neck, find what feels good for you. Good, release that. We're gonna make our way into a tabletop position. I have a pillow here just for a little more gentle child's pose, restoration, but you don't necessarily need it. So tabletop, stack wrists underneath shoulders, stack knees underneath hips, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose, pause. Notice the sensations in the lower back. Pay attention to what is happening here. Round out through the back, tuck chin to chest, tuck that tail, pause. Pay attention to what's happening here. Keep this rounded back and begin to sink your hips back toward your heels. So beautiful rounded cat back, reaching toward a child's pose. We're not going to sink too far down. I want you to feel this stretch across the upper back, across your lats. So keep that rounded back, really exaggerate it. Pressing the upper back up to the sky, but sinking those hips back toward the heels. Come back to center, find that tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. And then sink those hips back, feel that stretch. Come back forward, tabletop, find that cow pose. Little bit of a flow here. Round out, sink those hips back. Do that again, pull forward. Cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Round out, sink those hips back. One more time, just like that. Forward, drop the belly. Round out, sink it back. Good, we're gonna find a child's pose. So you can keep those knees closer together or take them wide. Taking them wide is going to allow you to get deeper into the hips. Taking them closer together might help release some tension in the lower back. You also could utilize a pillow to make this a little more restorative, a little more comfortable, placing it underneath the belly or underneath the head. Just a few options here. You could take that pillow in between the knees, creating a little support here. Pause in your child's pose. Allow yourself to tap back into that breath. So paying attention to your inhale, nice and slow, and to that exhale, nice and slow. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Good, let's pull forward back to that tabletop position. And allow yourself to send your right leg long. Right toes stay on the earth. Press into the ball of the foot. So pressing that heel into an imaginary wall behind you. Feel the stretch through the calf, through that lower leg. Maybe rock forward and backward, releasing tension in the wrists and adding to that release in that lower leg. Pause, really press into the mat, press that heel into that imaginary wall. Lift that leg up to hip height. Take that leg up and over to the left so it's on the floor. Your gaze goes over your left shoulder. You feel the side body stretch. Good, come back to center. Drop that knee underneath the hip. Left leg goes long. Allow yourself to find this calf stretch here. Option 2, work through the wrists a little bit differently by taking fingers to point to the outer edges of your mat. So forearms are facing each other, fingers are facing away from each other. Pause, press into the mat, press that heel into an imaginary wall. Feel that stretch down the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg lifts up to hip height. Take the left toes up and over to the right. Gaze over the right shoulder. Nice side body stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, come back to center. Downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, pedal it out, bend through one knee and then the other. Just feel this little release. And then walk your hands back to the feet. Let's get off those wrists. Widen your stance. Take your feet wider than shoulders, maybe to the outer edges of the mat. Gentle bend in the knees. Fold yourself in half. Maybe nod yes. Maybe nod no. Maybe sway from side to side. Hands could be releasing to the earth or grab opposite elbows. Allow yourself to feel full surrender here, releasing anything that's been heavy on your shoulders, setting it aside, washing away the tension. Good, release the hands to the earth. Put a deep, deep bend in this left knee. Left hand stays planted. Reach your right arm to the sky. Gaze could lift to that right thumb, be straight out or down. Feel this rotation through the spine. Notice what's happening in the lower body. And then release right hand to the earth. Deep, deep bend in that right knee. Left arm reaches to the sky. Release that. Bring the feet back to hip distance or they can touch, your choice. Bend the knees, belly rests on thighs, full surrender. Feel this total release. Allow yourself to just fold in half and then slowly roll up to stand one vertebrae at a time. Head will be last to rise. Allow yourself to stand up nice and tall. Notice the length that you've already created within the body, paying attention to how you feel. Feet are about hip distance apart. Gentle bend in the knees. Let's reach our arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, cactus those arms, elbows go wide. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, cactus. One more, reach tall. Exhale, cactus. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. If you cannot connect fingers, you have this opportunity to just find that reach or grab a t-shirt or strap to connect the hands. So we're gonna pull the knuckles down, opening up through the chest, but we're not gonna flare through that chest. So just feel this resistance here. Feel the opening. Allow yourself to really pay attention to what's happening in your body. Tap back into your inhales and exhales, breathing in and breathing out. Good, take your hands in front of your body, interlace the fingers, shine the palms forward. Feel that little rounding of the upper back, little opening here, and then shine your palms up to the sky. Good, release that, shake it all out. Reach your arms up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold, reach for your toes. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk those hands out, find a high push-up. Drop the knees to the earth or keep them lifted, slowly lower all the way down. Allow your arms to come out to a T, right cheek on the earth, bend your left knee. Left toes go up and over. So you'll feel sensations possibly in that right shoulder. You have an option to cactus that arm instead of extend it out to feel it more in the chest. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good, come back to center. Left cheek on the earth, left arm extends long, right knee bends, right toes up and over. Pausing here, allowing yourself to just be mindful of what's happening in the body. Finding those places of like a slow burn and breathing into it to ease that fire, to ease that tension and begin to let go just a little more. Good, come back to center. Place the forearms underneath your body. So elbows are just under shoulders, forearms press into the earth, chest opens up and lifts. Feel this expansion through the front side of the body. Allow yourself to feel the sensations within the lower back and the hips. Let's engage the core here. So think about pulling that belly button up and in. Beautiful. Let's press back to a downward facing dog again. Reach your right leg to the sky, bend your knee, peel open your hip. You can do ankle rolls here or draw circles. So a little bit of work, but beautiful release through the hips. Send that leg long, reach it taller. Drop the right toes. Left leg lifts, bend that knee, peel open that hip. Find any movements that feel good here, whether it be just peeling open or drawing circles. Good, left toes drop to meet the earth. Inhale, lift the heels, come up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Stay lifted on the left foot. Drop your right heel toward the earth. So left knee stays bent. Inhale, lift both. Left heel drops. Inhale, lift both. Right heel drops. Inhale, lift both. Left heel drops. Come back to center, lift, and then drop the knees to the earth. Allow yourself to pause here. Let's find some hip circles. It always looks silly. You might have snaps, crackles, and pops in those knees. Listen to your body. Allow yourself to just find this rhythm to release a little more. And then take him to the left. Good. In this tabletop position, we are going to extend our right leg long and lift up so we are resting on this left knee. If you need to double up your mat for some support or place a pillow underneath the left knee, go for it. Reach tall, breathe in. Right hand goes down the right leg, left arm reaches. Feel the side body open. Beautiful, we're gonna teeter-totter. Left hand to the earth, right arm reaches to the sky. So now you're in like a modified side plank. Feel the opening through the right side. Maybe right arm extends forward, finding some more length through that side. Let's come back to center, rise up, reach tall, inhale. Right hand down the right leg, left arm reaches. Come back to center, find that teeter-totter. Left hand to the earth, right arm reaches, and possible extension here. One more time because it feels so good. Reach tall, inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Let's come back to center, inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Pause here, find that extension. So good. Just go ahead and walk those hands forward. So think about a downward facing dog motion with that leg long. So sink the chest down toward the earth. Hands extend, spine is long. Good, walk those hands back to stack underneath our shoulders and rock forward and backward here. Right toes can continue to point forward, or maybe you point those toes up to the sky. Come back to center, tabletop. This time, left leg goes long. Right knee stays on the earth. We rise up here. Inhale. Left hand down that left leg. Right arm reaches. Center, inhale. Right hand plants, side plank. Option for some extension. Back to center, inhale. Left hand down, right arm reaches. Center. Side plank. One more time for good measure. Find that fold. Find that length. Find that strength. Walk those hands forward. Down dog with that extended leg, basically. Hands walk underneath our shoulders and hinge forward and backward. Good, bring those knees back together. Find a couple cat-cows. And then cross at the ankles and find a seat. So you'll send your legs out long or get to that seated position however you want. Allow yourself to just slowly lower down to your back. You could also just lie right down. Take your time, maybe work that core a little bit, fire it up. Good. Find a good morning stretch. Arms reach up overhead, toes pull away from our fingers. Make yourself tall. Then hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Plant both feet on the earth. We're gonna stack the knees and take them up and over to the left. So your right shoulder is probably going to pick up off of the mat. That's okay. Allow your right shoulder to pick up. So you're just laying on your left side, but pointing the chest somewhat toward the sky. We're gonna switch that though. Stack both arms, lay on your left side. So kind of like a fetal position, just with a couple 90-degree angles here. Begin to peel this right arm away from the left and open it up to the right. Right shoulder probably will not touch the earth with knees stacked. That is a-okay. Bring that right arm back through center to meet left. Pull, peel it open, reach. Gaze can follow if that feels okay on your neck. Continue to go through this motion a few times at whatever pace feels good to you. Maybe use your inhale to come through center and a slow exhale to peel it open. Inhale, center. Exhale, peel. Last one, we're gonna hold it open and breathe here for 3 breaths. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, slowly make your way back through center. Hug those knees into the chest. Maybe draw some circles with those knees and then reverse that circle. And then take those stacked knees up and over to the right. Working to stack them, chest stays slightly open for a moment, and then stack arms on top of each other. So you're just on your right side. Begin to peel that left arm away, opening up. Bring it back to center. Peel it open. Bring it back to center. Peel it open. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And we're gonna hold it open. Feel that expansion. Notice the sensations. Draw your awareness to any place you're feeling sensation. Full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Good, come back to center. Go ahead and plant the feet as wide as the mat. Rest the back on the earth. Drop both knees to the right. Really press down through the inner edge of that left foot. Center both knees to the left. Center. Continue to switch. Well, my nervous system is relaxed because I'm yawning, so hopefully you feel relaxed too. Hopefully your body feels a little more balanced, a little more reset. Your nervous system feels a little calmer. Good, let's hug our knees into our chest and find a happy baby. Peace fingers could grab big toe. You could grab the outer edge of the foot. You could grab ankle behind the knees. Just feel this opening through the hips. Pull those knees toward your armpits. Maybe rock from side to side if the lower back is connected to the earth. This is your final stretch before Savasana. And then find Savasana. Maybe you create intentional tension by curling into a ball and squeezing every muscle in the body. Maybe you're ready to just surrender to the mat. Allow yourself a moment of peace and stillness. Untuck shoulders, unclench the jaw. Scan your body again from head to toe, noticing the softness through the forehead, the apples of the cheeks, the jaw. Noticing the stillness within the body while you feel energy flowing. Feeling soft and relaxed through the neck, shoulders, biceps, forearms, and wrists. Feeling relaxed through the spine, hips, thighs, shins and calves. Drawing your attention to your heartbeat in the center of your chest. Staying in stillness just a little longer. Allowing all of the goodness of your practice to seal into your body, to seal into your mind. So very grateful that you carved out time for you.